Level 1 subnormal intelligence, often referred to as mild intellectual disability, describes individuals whose cognitive abilities are below average, yet they can learn basic skills and manage simple tasks with guidance. Understanding their cognitive and social profile helps us appreciate their capabilities and challenges. Intelligence is often measured using IQ tests. Individuals in Level 1 typically have an IQ ranging between 50 and 70. This range indicates limitations in reasoning and problem-solving abilities. For example, while they may understand simple cause and effect, complex abstract thinking can be difficult. Their learning style tends to be concrete and hands-on. They benefit from repeated practice and step-by-step instructions rather than abstract explanations. Thinking is often literal, focusing on direct experiences rather than hypothetical scenarios. Memory may vary. Short-term memory is often stronger than long-term memory, though recalling sequences of information can be a challenge. Attention span is generally shorter, requiring structured environments for optimal focus. Communication abilities are basic but functional. They can express needs and participate in conversations, though complex language or nuanced ideas may be difficult to convey. Emotional awareness is present, and they can experience and express feelings like joy, frustration, and empathy. Daily life for individuals with subnormal intelligence often relies on structure and routine. Clear schedules and consistent environments reduce confusion and support independence. Caregivers play a vital role, providing guidance in tasks like cooking, managing money, or navigating public transportation. Independence is possible for many daily activities, such as dressing or personal hygiene, but support is usually needed for complex or unfamiliar tasks. Environmental consistency is crucial. Sudden changes can cause anxiety, so predictable surroundings allow confidence to grow. Education for individuals at this level focuses on practical skills and functional academics. Emphasis is placed on reading, writing, and basic mathematics that are directly useful in daily life. Teaching methods are often hands-on, visual, and repetitive. For instance, using real objects for counting or role-playing social situations can improve understanding. Progress is measured by functional outcomes rather than abstract academic standards. Achievements like independently preparing a meal or following a schedule are valued markers of learning. Social life is an important part of human experience, and individuals with subnormal intelligence engage in meaningful relationships. Social circles may be smaller, often including family, caregivers, and familiar peers. Interactions are straightforward and often rely on routines. Friendships can develop around shared activities or consistent group settings. Relationships with caregivers remain central, providing both emotional support and guidance in social navigation. Leisure activities provide enjoyment and skill development. Sensory preferences are common, many enjoy activities that engage sight, sound, or touch. Repetition and familiarity are comforting, so favorite games, songs, or hobbies are often revisited. Novel experiences may be met with hesitation, so introducing new activities gradually helps build confidence. These moments of play and relaxation contribute significantly to overall well-being. Challenges are part of life for individuals with subnormal intelligence. Dependence on others can be necessary for complex tasks, and difficulty with change can create stress in new situations. Communication barriers may prevent clear expression of needs, leading to frustration or misunderstanding. Participation in group settings can be overwhelming, especially when routines are unpredictable. Without support, there is a risk of social isolation. Awareness of these challenges allows caregivers, educators, and communities to provide necessary guidance and create inclusive environments. Misconceptions about subnormal intelligence are common. Emotional capacity is often underestimated. Individuals can feel happiness, sadness, and empathy just like anyone else. Ability to form relationships is not absent. Friendships and bonds with family and caregivers are genuine and meaningful. Quality of life and fulfillment are achievable. With support, individuals can enjoy hobbies, participate in community life, and experience personal satisfaction. Understanding subnormal intelligence requires recognizing both limitations and strengths. With structured support, patient guidance, and inclusive environments, individuals can lead fulfilling lives, form meaningful relationships, and contribute to their communities. Every person deserves the opportunity to grow, learn, and experience life fully, regardless of cognitive ability. Level 2 below average intelligence refers to cognitive ability that is lower than the general population, but not low enough to be classified as an intellectual disability. It is usually linked to an IQ range of about 70 to 89. People in this range can live full lives, learn new skills, and contribute to society. Their thinking may be slower or less flexible, but it is still meaningful and valuable. Intelligence is only one part of a person, not a measure of their worth. People with below-average intelligence often learn best through clear examples, repetition, and hands-on practice. Abstract ideas can be hard to grasp without real-life context. For example, a student may struggle with algebra symbols but understand math better when using money or measuring objects. Processing information often takes more time. Instructions given too quickly may cause confusion. When allowed extra time, many people perform much better. A worker may complete tasks well but need a steady pace rather than rushing. Complex problem-solving and multi-step reasoning can be challenging. This does not mean the person cannot reason. It means they may focus on one step at a time. Simple and direct choices help them succeed. Short-term memory can be weaker, especially for verbal information. Long-term memory for routines and familiar tasks is often stronger. Someone may forget a spoken direction but remember how to do a daily chore they have practiced many times. Sustaining attention for long periods can be difficult, especially during lectures or reading tasks. Attention improves when activities are interactive and meaningful. A student may lose focus during long lessons but stay engaged during group work. Language skills are usually basic and functional. Understanding complex sentences or figurative language can be difficult. Clear and concrete language works best. Reading comprehension may lag behind speaking skills. Many individuals are emotionally sensitive and aware of how others treat them. They may feel frustration when they are misunderstood or judged. Positive feedback and patience help build confidence. People with below-average intelligence can live independently or with limited support. Their level of independence depends on education, family support, and life skills training. Many manage personal care, transportation, and finances with guidance and practice. Independence grows when expectations are realistic and supportive. In school, these students may struggle with fast-paced lessons and heavy reading. They benefit from smaller classes, clear goals, and practical learning. A teenager might succeed in vocational classes where skills are taught step by step. With the right support, graduation and further training are possible. At home, routines provide comfort and success. Simple schedules help manage chores, meals, and self-care. A young adult may use reminders to take medicine or pay bills. Family encouragement plays a key role in building responsibility. In the workplace, individuals often do well in jobs that involve routine tasks and clear instructions. Examples include food service, cleaning, stocking, or basic office support. Employers who offer training and patience often gain loyal and hardworking employees. A worker may take longer to learn but perform reliably once trained. Social skills may develop more slowly. Reading social cues and handling conflict can be challenging. However, many people form strong friendships and value loyalty. They may prefer small groups and familiar faces. Honest communication helps avoid misunderstandings. Participation in community life is possible and meaningful. People join clubs, attend religious events, volunteer, and enjoy hobbies. With accessible programs, they feel included and respected. Community support helps reduce isolation. Schools often focus on academic speed rather than understanding. This can leave students feeling behind. When teaching methods are flexible, learning improves. Failure is often due to the system, not the student. Some employers wrongly assume low ability means low effort. This leads to fewer job chances. In reality, many individuals are dependable and eager to work. Clear job roles make a big difference. People may face teasing or exclusion due to slower responses or simple speech. These experiences can hurt deeply. Teaching kindness and awareness helps build inclusive communities. Repeated failure can lower self-confidence. Some people stop trying because they expect to fail. Supportive adults and mentors help rebuild motivation by focusing on progress, not comparison. A common myth is that below average intelligence means no potential. This is false. Intelligence does not measure creativity, kindness, or determination. Another myth is that people cannot learn. Learning may be slower, but it still happens. Many individuals show strong work ethic, honesty, and practical skills. They contribute through service, teamwork, and care for others. Society benefits when everyone is given a chance to participate. Below average intelligence is one part of human diversity. With understanding, patience, and support, people in this group lead meaningful lives. When we focus on abilities instead of limits, we create a more fair and human world. Average intelligence is often described as the level where most people fall, with an IQ range of 85 to 115. Individuals at this level possess cognitive abilities that allow them to reason about concrete situations and grasp basic abstract concepts. They can understand everyday problems and see patterns, but their thinking is usually grounded in reality. Functional skills are strong enough to handle reading, writing, and arithmetic competently. They can manage work responsibilities, take care of family needs, and participate in their communities effectively. People with average intelligence often approach problems with practical and steady thinking. They notice cause and effect relationships in daily life and use these insights to make decisions. Planning abilities are usually focused on short-term and medium-term goals. For example, they can organize a week's schedule at work or plan a family outing. Learning new skills is most successful when instructions are clear, and repetition is involved. They solve routine problems confidently and can understand abstract ideas when these are linked to real-world examples, such as learning basic financial planning by managing a household budget. Everyday life competence is a hallmark of this level of intelligence. Tasks such as planning schedules, managing household chores, or following instructions at work are handled efficiently. They show adaptability by learning from mistakes and adjusting when situations change. Logical decision-making in familiar situations comes naturally, and communication skills are well developed. They can hold conversations, understand social cues, and follow written instructions without difficulty. For instance, a person may successfully coordinate a small team project while also maintaining clear communication with coworkers and family members. Education for individuals with average intelligence is generally successful when lessons are well structured. They can keep up with schoolwork, complete homework on time, and prepare adequately for exams. Comprehension varies with subject type. Memorization-based subjects like history or biology are usually handled well. Basic logical subjects such as mathematics are managed with steady effort. More advanced material is easier to grasp when taught in a practical, hands-on manner, linking concepts to real-life examples. Workplace competence aligns closely with education and daily life skills. Jobs that involve routine problem-solving, teamwork, and adherence to established procedures suit individuals with average intelligence. They apply existing systems effectively and consistently. While innovation and abstract strategic thinking may be limited, they perform best when given clear guidelines and structured tasks. An example is a retail worker who follows a checklist to manage stock efficiently, or an office assistant who ensures records are maintained accurately according to company procedures. Social life and relationships are supported by practical decision-making and consistent communication. Managing friendships involves understanding social norms and responding appropriately. Family life is stable, as daily responsibilities and emotional support are handled reliably. Romantic partnerships benefit from steady communication and shared routines. Decisions are often guided by practical considerations, such as balancing work and family time, rather than abstract ideals. For example, planning a family dinner involves coordinating schedules, budgeting for groceries, and ensuring everyone's needs are met. Challenges and misconceptions are part of understanding average intelligence. Complacency can lead to blind spots, where familiar routines are followed without questioning efficiency or accuracy. Surface-level understanding may limit insight into complex subjects. Overconfidence in one's abilities can occasionally result in mistakes, especially when facing unfamiliar problems. Misconceptions about curiosity and capability may arise, as average intelligence does not mean a lack of curiosity, but rather that learning may be slower or more methodical. Strengths of this level include reliability, consistency, and the ability to function well in structured environments, while vulnerabilities include difficulty with highly abstract concepts and complex strategic thinking. In everyday life, these traits manifest in simple yet meaningful ways. A person with average intelligence may excel in managing a household budget, helping children with homework, or following a recipe to prepare a meal efficiently. They learn from practical experience and steadily improve their skills over time. Socially, they recognize the importance of listening, empathy, and cooperation. At work, they thrive when given clear responsibilities and predictable routines. Their intelligence allows them to balance multiple roles successfully, combining practical problem-solving with steady learning. In conclusion, average intelligence represents the capacity to navigate life effectively. It provides the foundation for learning, working, and interacting with others in practical and meaningful ways. People in this range handle routine challenges with competence, adapt to changes with resilience, and maintain stable social and family lives. While abstract innovation may be limited, the ability to apply knowledge, follow instructions, and learn from experience ensures that individuals with average intelligence contribute significantly to their communities and personal environments. Their strengths lie in consistency, practicality, and the ability to connect abstract concepts to real-world situations, making their intelligence functional, reliable, and deeply human-centered. Level 4 Above Average Intelligence. Above average intelligence is a level of thinking and understanding that goes beyond what most people experience. It is often measured through an IQ range of 115 to 130. Individuals with this level of intelligence process information faster, learn new concepts more quickly, and recognize patterns with ease. Their thinking combines practical reasoning with the ability to handle abstract ideas, making them more efficient in tackling both everyday and complex problems. People with above-average intelligence often connect ideas rapidly. They remember facts, steps, and processes with ease, which allows them to draw relationships between concepts that might seem unrelated to others. Abstract reasoning comes naturally to them, so they can grasp ideas that are theoretical or conceptual and apply them to real-life situations. Logical problem-solving is another strength. They can predict outcomes accurately, whether planning a project, solving a math problem, or understanding social interactions. Their thinking moves fluidly between details and the larger picture, showing both speed and flexibility in handling information. In school, these abilities show up in several ways. Students may understand lessons almost immediately, finishing tasks long before others. They often notice mistakes or inconsistencies that can escape the attention of teachers or peers. While this ability can make learning smoother for them, it can also create frustration, especially in group projects where others may work at a slower pace. At work, above-average intelligence brings efficiency. Employees can solve problems quickly and simplify complex instructions into manageable steps. They often identify flaws in processes or systems, improving workflow without much prompting. Meetings or collaborative tasks can feel slow to them, as they process information faster and move more quickly toward solutions than their colleagues. In relationships, intelligence shows up in subtle but meaningful ways. People with above-average intelligence often recognize patterns in behavior, remembering details from previous conversations and anticipating how others might act. This can help them navigate social situations with insight, balancing their observations with the expectations and feelings of those around them. Despite these advantages, there are challenges. A slow-paced environment can create restlessness and boredom. When tasks do not challenge them, they may feel underachieving or frustrated. Social tension can arise from noticing mistakes or inconsistencies before others, which may be interpreted as impatience or criticism. Often, they mask their speed and efficiency to fit in or avoid standing out. Misconceptions about intelligence are common. Above-average intelligence does not guarantee success. Confidence may vary, and motivation, persistence, and emotional skills remain crucial to achieving goals. Being smart does not replace the effort required to work through challenges or build strong relationships. Everyday life for someone with above-average intelligence is a blend of advantages and practical limits. Quick thinking and strong memory offer many benefits, but they also come with the need to adapt. Frustration can appear in slower environments, and social challenges may arise when thinking moves faster than the world around them. Consider a student who finishes assignments in half the time of classmates. Their teacher may notice their eagerness to learn but also see the tension when group members lag behind. In the workplace, a project manager might simplify complex reports so the team can act faster, yet find meetings dragging on while solutions seem obvious. In relationships, recalling small details about a friend's preferences may help strengthen bonds, but predicting reactions can create inner pressure to act carefully. In all these examples, the human-centered perspective shows that above-average intelligence is not just about quick thinking or strong memory. It is about the interaction between the mind, the environment, and the people around. Individuals must adapt to different speeds, balance insights with patience, and manage expectations in social settings. The journey of someone with above-average intelligence is a careful balance. They experience cognitive advantages that can open doors to learning, problem-solving, and innovation. At the same time, they encounter practical limitations, such as boredom, frustration, and social challenges. Understanding both the strengths and the hurdles allows these individuals to thrive, using their abilities in ways that are productive, meaningful, and connected to the world around them. In summary, above-average intelligence provides faster learning, stronger memory, and sharper reasoning. Everyday life shows these abilities in school, work, and relationships. Challenges appear in slower-paced environments, and misconceptions about intelligence can create unrealistic expectations. Success comes not just from being smart but from balancing speed with patience, insight with empathy, and potential with effort. This balance shapes the human experience of intelligence, making it as much about personal adaptation as about cognitive skill. Level 5 high intelligence is often admired and celebrated, but it is a complex and multifaceted trait that goes beyond mere numbers. Individuals with high intelligence operate at a cognitive level that allows them to process information rapidly and creatively. High intelligence is generally measured through IQ tests. People in this category typically have an IQ range above 130. Statistically, this group represents roughly 2% of the population. These numbers, however, only capture part of the story, as intelligence manifests in many forms. Individuals with high intelligence often demonstrate advanced abstract reasoning. They can understand concepts that are not immediately visible and see connections others might overlook. Learning new information comes quickly, allowing them to absorb knowledge with minimal repetition. Strong pattern recognition enables them to identify trends and relationships across different areas. They are also skilled at intuitive problem solving, often arriving at solutions without needing step-by-step instructions. Their thinking frequently spans multiple domains, linking ideas from science, art, mathematics, and everyday life in ways that feel natural. Processing information quickly is a hallmark of high intelligence. Individuals grasp new concepts almost immediately and require little repetition to master them. They anticipate outcomes in complex situations, often predicting results before others notice the details. Conceptual leaps are common, allowing them to move from one idea to another with creativity and efficiency, sometimes appearing as if they think several steps ahead. High intelligence is reflected in communication as well. Vocabulary is precise, chosen to express ideas clearly and accurately. Explanations are flexible, adapting to the understanding level of the listener. They can move fluidly between abstract concepts and concrete examples, making their thoughts more relatable without losing depth. Life for someone with high intelligence can feel different from the norm. The pace of thought is faster, which sometimes leads to a mismatch with the surrounding environment. Daily life involves frequent problem solving, both simple and complex, often unnoticed by others. This constant engagement with mental challenges can feel energizing but may also be exhausting when the environment cannot keep up. In school, high intelligence often shows as rapid concept acquisition. Tasks are completed early, sometimes leaving the individual searching for more advanced challenges. This speed can result in boredom, as standard curricula may not provide sufficient stimulation or variety. Without opportunities to stretch their abilities, students may underperform despite their potential. In the workplace, early error detection is common. Highly intelligent individuals notice mistakes or inefficiencies before others do. They are aware of ways to improve processes and complete tasks efficiently. This awareness can create frustration when colleagues or systems do not move at the same pace. Workplace tension may arise, not from lack of teamwork, but from differing cognitive speeds and expectations. High intelligence brings heightened awareness of social cues and inconsistencies. Individuals may adjust their social speed to match others, but this can create feelings of disconnect. Relationships can be challenging, as peers may struggle to relate to their thought processes. Despite efforts to connect, misunderstandings are common, and social interactions require conscious adaptation. Loneliness is not uncommon. A lack of true peers who understand their perspective can be isolating. The pressure of high expectations, both self-imposed and external, can weigh heavily. Others may misinterpret their actions, assuming arrogance or aloofness where there is simply difference. Emotional skills must be developed intentionally to navigate these challenges successfully. High intelligence does not guarantee success. It does not ensure constant confidence or automatic happiness. The world is not always structured to reward intelligence alone, and external factors like opportunity, support, and resilience play crucial roles. Emotional skills are essential for balancing cognitive abilities. Persistence matters as much as talent, especially when facing obstacles. Opportunity shapes the trajectory of intelligent individuals, highlighting the importance of environment in achieving goals. Intelligence opens doors, but navigating those doors successfully requires more than mental ability alone. High intelligence brings remarkable cognitive strengths, including problem solving, adaptability, and creative thinking. It also brings social pressures, a need to adjust to others, and occasional feelings of isolation. Emotional complexity is part of the package, requiring awareness, empathy, and patience. Living with high intelligence is not a simple path of constant advantage. It is a journey of navigating strengths, challenges, and the human experience with awareness and intention. Understanding high intelligence requires looking beyond numbers. It is a blend of rapid learning, abstract thinking, and unique perception of the world. At the same time, it demands emotional insight, social adaptability, and resilience. Those with high intelligence experience life intensely, seeing patterns, solving problems, and navigating challenges in ways that can inspire and, at times, challenge both themselves and the world around them. Level 6 Gifted intelligence is a remarkable human trait. Individuals with gifted intelligence often have an IQ above 145, which places them far beyond the average range. This high level of cognitive ability allows them to solve complex problems, reason deeply, and understand abstract concepts quickly. Their learning style is often self-directed, meaning they explore topics that interest them with great intensity and curiosity. Unlike traditional learners, they can make connections between ideas that may seem unrelated to others. Gifted thinkers approach challenges differently. They often prefer thinking in patterns, exploring multiple solutions before settling on one. Their memory is usually exceptional. Many can recall facts, dates, or details from years earlier. At the same time, their attention span can vary. When engaged in a topic they love, they can focus for hours, but they may become easily bored with routine or repetitive tasks. Communication abilities are often advanced. Gifted individuals can express complex ideas clearly and may use vocabulary that exceeds their age level. They are also highly aware of emotions, both their own and those of others, which can make them deeply empathetic. In everyday life, gifted intelligence shows itself in school, work, and relationships. In school, gifted students often grasp new concepts quickly, sometimes finishing assignments faster than their peers. They enjoy challenges and thrive when learning is hands-on or exploratory. Yet, they may struggle with boredom when the pace is too slow. In the workplace, these individuals excel at problem-solving and innovation. They often take initiative and enjoy tasks that require creativity or strategic thinking. However, they may find repetitive or routine work frustrating. Relationships present another dimension of life for gifted individuals. They value meaningful connections and often seek friendships with people who share their intellectual interests. These relationships can be deeply rewarding, but they may struggle in social settings where conversation remains superficial or routine. Social interaction and relationships for gifted individuals often include selective social circles. They may prefer spending time with a small group of close friends who understand and appreciate their perspective. Forms of interaction can be intense and focused, with conversations revolving around ideas rather than small talk. The relationship with caregivers is also important. Supportive adults can help gifted individuals navigate challenges, while a lack of understanding can lead to feelings of isolation or frustration. Leisure and recreation reflect their unique preferences. Gifted individuals often enjoy activities that stimulate their senses and mind. They may prefer books, puzzles, or music that challenges them intellectually. Repetition and familiarity can provide comfort, but they also enjoy new experiences that expand their understanding of the world. Novelty is exciting, but they may also be cautious, carefully assessing new experiences before fully engaging. Despite their abilities, gifted individuals face challenges. In school, they may feel unchallenged or misunderstood. Teachers may not always provide opportunities that match their learning speed or style, which can lead to boredom or frustration. In the workplace, gifted employees may struggle with routine tasks or feel constrained by rigid structures. They may also face social challenges, as not everyone can relate to their level of intensity or depth of thinking. Relationship challenges can arise from differences in interests or communication styles. Friends or partners may not always understand their need for intellectual engagement or emotional depth. Misconceptions about gifted intelligence are common. Some believe that gifted individuals lack emotional capacity. In reality, many are highly sensitive and empathetic. Others assume they cannot form close relationships, but with the right support and understanding, these relationships can be strong and fulfilling. There is also a myth that gifted individuals automatically lead perfect, successful lives. While their abilities provide opportunities, happiness and fulfillment still require effort, understanding, and connection with others. Real-life examples show how gifted intelligence manifests. Consider a young student who finishes high school math courses in middle school, yet spends hours painting or writing stories because these activities bring joy. Or an employee who develops a new system that improves efficiency at work, yet struggles with daily administrative tasks that feel mundane. In friendships, a gifted individual may connect instantly with someone who shares their curiosity about space or history, forming a bond that goes beyond ordinary conversation. Understanding gifted intelligence means recognizing both its strengths and its challenges. It requires supporting curiosity, providing opportunities for growth, and fostering emotional and social development. With guidance and understanding, gifted individuals can thrive in school, work, and relationships, making meaningful contributions to society while living a fulfilling life. Gifted intelligence is not just a measure of ability. It is a way of experiencing the world, thinking deeply, feeling profoundly, and connecting meaningfully. By appreciating the unique perspectives of gifted individuals, society can nurture these exceptional minds and ensure they reach their full potential. Gifted intelligence is a gift, but also a responsibility, for the individual and for those who support them. When nurtured, it can illuminate paths of discovery, creativity, and empathy that benefit not only the gifted individual but everyone around them. Level 7 Genius intelligence is often seen as a rare and extraordinary form of human ability. It is more than just high scores on a test. It involves unique ways of thinking, learning, and interacting with the world. In this documentary, we explore the life and mind of individuals with exceptional intelligence. Genius intelligence refers to individuals with exceptionally high cognitive abilities. These individuals typically have an IQ ranging from 145 to 179, reflecting very gifted to exceptionally gifted intelligence. Their reasoning skills allow them to solve complex problems faster than their peers. For example, they may see patterns in numbers or situations that others cannot immediately notice. When it comes to learning, geniuses often prefer deep understanding over memorization. They enjoy exploring the underlying principles of a subject rather than just learning facts. Their thinking style is often analytical, creative, and reflective. Some may approach problems logically, while others find unique solutions through imagination. Memory is another hallmark of genius intelligence. These individuals often have an exceptional ability to recall information, sometimes even decades after learning it. Their attention span can be highly focused, especially on topics that interest them. In communication, geniuses can express complex ideas clearly, but they may struggle to simplify them for others. Emotional awareness varies. Some are highly empathetic, while others may find emotional expressions more challenging to navigate. In school, highly intelligent students often excel in subjects they love. They may complete assignments quickly and seek extra challenges. However, boredom can occur if the material does not stimulate them. For example, a student passionate about science may read ahead of the curriculum or conduct independent experiments at home. In the workplace, geniuses often thrive in positions that allow creativity and problem solving. They enjoy tasks that require innovative thinking. However, they may become frustrated with repetitive work or rigid structures. A software developer with exceptional intelligence may design advanced algorithms but may resist tasks that feel monotonous. Relationships can be both rewarding and challenging for highly intelligent individuals. They value meaningful conversations and deep connections. Casual small talk may feel draining. For instance, a teenager with exceptional intelligence may connect more easily with adults or mentors than with peers their own age. Social circles for geniuses can be selective. They may prefer friends who share similar interests or intellectual curiosity. Interaction styles vary. Some are outgoing and charismatic, while others are introspective and quiet. Relationships with caregivers or mentors are often critical. Supportive guidance can nurture talents and provide emotional understanding. Leisure activities for highly intelligent individuals are often guided by curiosity. Sensory preferences may influence hobbies, such as enjoying music, visual arts, or hands-on experiments. Repetition and familiarity can bring comfort, but they also respond positively to novelty that challenges the mind. A young inventor may spend hours building intricate models, finding joy in both the process and the result. Despite their talents, geniuses face unique challenges in school. They may become frustrated with slow-paced instruction or unengaging lessons. Social isolation can also occur when peers do not share their interests. At work, challenges may include adapting to routine tasks or following strict protocols. Highly intelligent employees may need projects that stimulate their creativity or critical thinking to stay motivated. In personal relationships, geniuses may struggle with misunderstandings. Their intensity and focus can be misinterpreted as aloofness. Patience and open communication are important for fostering strong connections. A common misconception is that genius intelligence means low emotional capacity. In reality, many highly intelligent individuals are deeply empathetic and sensitive to others' feelings. They may simply express emotions differently. Another myth is that geniuses cannot form meaningful relationships. While social interactions may be selective, these individuals often form strong, loyal, and long-lasting bonds with people who understand and respect them. Some believe that genius intelligence guarantees happiness or life success. The truth is that fulfillment comes from finding purpose, support, and opportunities to grow. Exceptional intelligence can open doors, but personal satisfaction relies on balance and connection. Genius intelligence is a unique blend of cognitive strength, creativity, and emotional depth. It shapes how individuals see the world, solve problems, and interact with others. Understanding and supporting these individuals allows their talents to flourish, while also appreciating the human side of extraordinary minds. Everyday life for a genius may include challenges and differences, but it also offers remarkable opportunities to explore, innovate, and inspire. In the end, genius intelligence is not just about knowledge, it is about curiosity, empathy, and the drive to make sense of the world in ways others may never imagine. Level 8 Polymath Intelligence refers to the ability to learn, understand, and use knowledge from many different fields. A person with this type of intelligence does not stay limited to one subject. Instead, they explore science, art, language, history, technology, and practical skills together. At its core, Polymath Intelligence means mastery across multiple fields. This does not always mean being the best in every area, but it does mean having strong understanding in more than one domain. These individuals are able to connect ideas that usually stay separate. Another key part is the integration of knowledge from different disciplines. A polymath does not study subjects in isolation. They see how math can support music, how biology can influence art, or how language skills can improve scientific thinking. Most importantly, Polymath Intelligence includes the ability to synthesize knowledge into new ideas and perspectives. This means combining what is learned to create something original, useful, or insightful. Many breakthroughs in history came from people who could think this way. Polymath Intelligence is often marked by broad competence and deep curiosity. These individuals enjoy learning for its own sake. They ask questions not only about how things work, but also why they matter. Another important trait is pattern recognition across boundaries. A polymath may notice that a rule in physics looks similar to a pattern in economics, or that storytelling follows the same structure in films and history books. This ability helps them understand complex problems more clearly. They are also skilled at applying principles from one field to another. For example, a person trained in engineering might use design thinking to improve education methods. A writer with interest in psychology might create more realistic characters. Innovation through integration is a natural result of this mindset. When ideas from different areas meet, new solutions appear. Many inventors, designers, and thinkers succeed because they blend knowledge instead of keeping it separate. Self-directed learning is another strong feature. Polymaths often teach themselves new skills outside formal classrooms. They read widely, experiment, and learn from mistakes. Finally, they show versatility across science, art, language, and practical problem solving. They may enjoy coding, painting, public speaking, and fixing everyday problems, sometimes all in the same week. In school, Polymath Intelligence often appears as excelling in multiple subjects. A student may do well in math, literature, science, and art at the same time. Teachers may notice that this student enjoys making connections between lessons. These students often switch between diverse fields with ease. One day they focus on chemistry, the next day on music or debate. This flexibility helps them stay motivated and curious. However, challenges can appear. Many education systems are built around narrow paths and early specialization. A student who enjoys many subjects may feel pressured to choose only one. They may feel misunderstood when their interests do not fit into a single category. In professional life, polymath individuals often pursue multiple career paths over time. Someone might start as a teacher, move into technology, and later work in design or research. They are especially strong at combining disciplines in innovative ways. For example, a person with knowledge of medicine and computer science may help develop health apps. Someone with skills in art and marketing may create powerful visual campaigns. Polymaths are valuable in projects that require interdisciplinary thinking. Teams facing complex problems benefit from people who can see the whole picture and connect different ideas. Still, challenges exist. Many workplaces value specialization and clear job titles. A polymath may struggle to explain their role or may be seen as unfocused, even when their wide skill set adds real value. In personal relationships, polymath intelligence often leads to engaging conversational abilities. These individuals can talk about many topics and adapt to different people easily. They usually have wide-ranging interests, from books and travel to science and culture. This can make friendships exciting and full of learning. At the same time, others may perceive restlessness or divided focus. A polymath might move quickly from one interest to another, which can confuse people who prefer routine and consistency. One of the biggest challenges of polymath intelligence is the tension between breadth and depth. Some people believe that focusing on many areas means lacking true expertise. Polymaths often need to balance learning widely while also developing depth where needed. Educational systems often favor specialization, which can limit opportunities for students with broad interests. Exams, degrees, and career paths may not fully support interdisciplinary growth. Workplace recognition can also be an issue. Promotions and rewards are often designed for clear, narrow roles. Polymaths may need to work harder to show the value of their diverse skills. In relationships, misunderstandings may arise. Friends or family might think the person is inconsistent or unable to commit, when in reality they are deeply engaged in learning and growth. There are also common misconceptions. Polymaths are sometimes seen as scattered or inconsistent. Others may believe their knowledge is superficial. In truth, many polymaths think deeply, but they choose to think across fields instead of staying in one lane. Polymath intelligence reflects a human desire to understand the world in a connected way. It values curiosity, creativity, and integration. While challenges exist, this form of intelligence plays an important role in solving real-life problems and shaping new ideas. In a complex world, the ability to connect knowledge may be just as important as mastering a single skill. Visionary intelligence is a way of thinking that looks ahead instead of only looking at what exists today. It is the ability to imagine what the future could become and to shape ideas that go beyond current systems. A visionary thinker does not stay limited by how things are done now. This type of intelligence combines clear thinking with foresight. It allows a person to notice patterns, expect change, and suggest new ways of doing things. The main focus is not fixing a small problem in the present, but picturing a better future and working toward it. At its core, visionary intelligence is about seeing the big picture. A visionary thinker steps back and looks at how ideas, people, and systems connect. For example, a student may notice how technology, education, and the environment affect one another. Instead of studying them as separate subjects, the student links them together to imagine smarter schools or greener cities. This ability to connect fields that seem unrelated is a key strength. Another strength is the skill of spotting opportunities and risks that others miss. A visionary person may notice early signs of change, such as how people begin to use new tools or how habits slowly shift. At work, this might look like an employee warning about future problems before they appear. In daily life, it may mean planning ahead for long-term goals instead of quick results. This type of thinking often protects groups from future trouble. Visionary intelligence also involves combining knowledge from many areas. A visionary thinker might mix science with art, or history with technology. This mix allows creative ideas to stay logical and useful. It is not imagination alone. It is imagination guided by reason. Because of this balance, visionary ideas often inspire others. People feel motivated when they hear a clear and hopeful picture of the future. The learning and thinking style of a visionary person is broad and connected. Instead of memorizing facts, the focus is on understanding how ideas fit together. Visionary thinkers often enjoy imagining different future situations. They ask questions such as what could happen next or how choices today affect tomorrow. They enjoy thinking in stories and scenarios that show possible outcomes. Originality is another key trait. Visionary thinkers challenge common beliefs and question rules that no longer serve a purpose. This does not mean rejecting everything old. It means carefully judging what should stay and what should change. This courage to question norms often leads to progress, even if it causes discomfort at first. In everyday life, visionary intelligence appears in many ways. In education, a student with this intelligence may suggest new projects or learning methods. They might propose group work, real-world problem solving, or creative presentations. Sometimes teachers and classmates may not understand these ideas right away. The student may seem different or unrealistic, even when the ideas have value. In the workplace, visionary intelligence shows up through ideas that improve systems. A worker may suggest changes that save time or prepare the company for future challenges. They may also point out risks that others prefer to ignore. This can lead to resistance. Change can feel threatening to people who are comfortable with current routines. Still, many successful organizations grow because someone dared to think ahead. In relationships, visionary thinkers often bring energy and hope. They enjoy talking about plans, dreams, and long-term goals. They may encourage friends and family to think beyond short-term problems. However, they must also learn to balance their future focus with present needs. Listening and understanding daily concerns helps keep relationships strong. Visionary intelligence also comes with challenges and misunderstandings. Many visionary thinkers face doubt and pushback. In school, their ideas may be labeled impractical. In careers, bold plans may be rejected because they seem risky. In social settings, a focus on the future may cause others to feel unheard or rushed. There are also common misconceptions. Visionary thinkers are often seen as dreamers who lack practical skills. Some people think they are disconnected from real life. Others assume success comes easily to them. These beliefs ignore the effort behind visionary thinking. The reality is different. Many visionary contributions are not recognized right away. Ideas may take years to be accepted or fully understood. This delay can feel frustrating. Visionary thinkers need patience and persistence. They must learn to explain ideas clearly and adapt them when needed. Visionary intelligence is not about predicting the future perfectly. It is about preparing for change and guiding others toward better possibilities. It helps societies grow, solve complex problems, and move forward with purpose. When supported and understood, this type of intelligence becomes a powerful force for positive change. Level 10 Transcendent Intelligence. Imagine a kind of intelligence that is not measured by test scores, speed, or memory. It is not about winning arguments or standing above others. This intelligence looks deeper. It asks why before asking how. This is called Transcendent Intelligence. Transcendent intelligence is the ability to think beyond surface systems, labels, and roles. It is a form of awareness that goes past habits, social rules, and fixed ideas. Instead of being trapped inside one way of thinking, it observes from a wider view. It is not about escaping life, but about seeing life clearly. Most people live inside systems. These systems include school grades, job titles, money, social status, and success rankings. Transcendent intelligence notices these systems without being controlled by them. For example, a student may follow school rules but understands that grades are tools, not the true measure of learning. This awareness allows flexibility instead of blind obedience. Transcendent intelligence often begins with simple but deep questions. Why do we value this? Who decided this rule? Is this belief always true? A person may question why success is linked only to income or why being busy is seen as being important. These questions are not rebellious. They are honest attempts to understand reality. This intelligence is focused on truth rather than comfort. It is willing to face uncertainty. When facts challenge personal beliefs, transcendent intelligence adjusts instead of defending pride. For example, someone may admit they were wrong after learning new information, even if it hurts their image. People often define themselves by nationality, job, gender, or opinions. Transcendent intelligence sees identity as useful but limited. A teacher may know they are more than a teacher. A student may know they are more than a rank in class. This reduces fear of failure. Ego wants to be better than others. Transcendent intelligence reduces this need. It does not remove effort, but removes obsession. In sports, a player may enjoy the game and improve skills without hating teammates or rivals. Competition becomes learning, not war. This intelligence looks at humanity as one shared experience. It understands that people from different cultures feel similar emotions. Pain, hope, fear, and love are universal. This creates empathy. For example, someone may care about global issues even if they are not directly affected. Transcendent intelligence thinks about thinking. It notices patterns in thoughts and emotions. When angry, instead of reacting, it observes the anger. This creates space for choice. A parent may pause before shouting and choose calm words instead. This intelligence connects ideas across subjects. A student may see how history connects with psychology or how science relates to ethics. Learning becomes connected instead of divided into boxes. Transcendent intelligence blends different ways of understanding life. Philosophy offers questions. Psychology explains behavior. Spirituality offers awareness of inner life. Together, they create balance. For example, someone may understand stress scientifically while also using mindfulness to handle it. This intelligence knows that learning is not only adding facts. It is also removing false beliefs. A person may unlearn stereotypes after meeting people from different backgrounds. Instead of saying I know everything, transcendent intelligence says I am open to learn. This keeps the mind flexible. In science, many discoveries came from admitting earlier ideas were incomplete. Having information is not the same as understanding. Transcendent intelligence values direct experience. Reading about kindness is different from practicing it daily. A student with transcendent intelligence studies to understand, not just to score. They may aim for good results but are not crushed by failure. Learning becomes meaningful. Instead of memorizing answers, the student focuses on concepts. In math, they understand why a formula works. In literature, they explore human emotions behind stories. At work, transcendent intelligence does not reject success but does not worship it. A worker may perform well without chasing power. They respect roles without losing self-respect. Work is seen as service or contribution. A cleaner may take pride in creating a healthy space. A doctor may focus on healing rather than status. Transcendent intelligence values honest connection. Small talk is tolerated but not central. Conversations focus on values, feelings, and growth. This is not hatred of people. It is careful use of energy. A person may choose fewer friendships but deeper ones. Before deciding, transcendent intelligence reflects quietly. It listens to reason and inner awareness. Choices are slower but clearer. Approval is appreciated but not required. A person may choose a simple life even if society praises luxury. Because transcendent intelligence values depth, loneliness can occur. Finding like-minded people takes time. Others may see this intelligence as strange or distant. Silence may be mistaken for lack of interest. Conflict with standardized systems. Schools often reward speed and memorization. Transcendent intelligence moves at its own pace. Teachers may think the student is lazy when they are actually thinking deeply. Misalignment with ambition-driven environments. Highly competitive workplaces may feel empty or stressful. Quiet thinkers are sometimes overlooked despite strong insight. Impracticality stereotype. Some think transcendent intelligence is unrealistic. In truth, it improves clarity and problem solving. Detachment is mistaken for laziness. In reality, action comes from understanding, not pressure. Transcendent intelligence does not escape life. It participates with awareness. Commitment to awareness and truth. At its core, this intelligence seeks to live honestly, thoughtfully, and humanely. It reminds us that understanding ourselves is as important as understanding the world.